everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. Today is a very special day because my parents' house is getting put together. Very exciting. They have come out with the equipment to make the two halves meet. So they'll actually have a whole house. They're going to put the roof on it today. It's going to be super exciting. So they appear to be taking a little break right now. So there's a little break in the noise. We can kind of take a little peeky peek. Also, another very exciting thing on the list today is that our new meat chicks have arrived. I'm to go pick them up here in just a little bit. We went in with a group of local homesteaders here to order basically a massive order of Cornish Cross meat chicks so that everybody got a price break. So we are picking up 50 more Cornish Cross meat chicks to start raising for some meat to have in our freezer. Now, I have 13 chicks that I actually just picked up at Rural King because they happen to have them. So I picked them up so that we could have some meat in the freezer sooner. But now we're gonna have 50 of them to really start stocking up our freezer, start getting broth back into our diet, or homemade broth anyway. But yeah, I'm super excited. Gotta go get those guys in a little bit. But right now, I'm taking you guys out to our little back access road here where my dad has been really busting it, getting this new fence line cleared all the way down here for our new doe pen. And we've run into a few snags along the way, but we're going to try and overcome those. We're gonna rent some equipment to try and get these posts driven as far as they need to go, because while you're seeing posts erect here, they're actually barely in the ground. They're a few inches down, and that's really not strong enough to hold up a fence. So we need to actually get some specialized equipment to get them down through the rock, because we just don't have the ability to do it here. We've tried using the bucket on the tractor, and that just bent the T-posts. So we're gonna have to just buck up, and just rent some equipment to do that. But in the meantime, my dad has been clearing out the fence line through the woods here where we're going to put the fence, and it's amazing what the transformation he's done. Unfortunately, I don't have a before image because that's just how it goes, where it's like, oh, this place is really being transformed. I wish I'd gotten a before shot. It is what it is, but check it out. So all of this was along the road. This is a whole pile of wood that we pulled out. It's all been cleared out. All these branches and stuff are going to go to the goats. They've been getting a lot of tasty treats lately. So the fence is going to come all the way down and attach to this tree before going that way. So all along, I mean, you can see where the road kind of meets what has been cleared. It's just insane how much he's done. He started this yesterday, and he's on day 2 of clearing. All the branches that you see on the ground are things that he's cleared out today, because he had another pile that was probably close to twice that size yesterday that went to the goats, and they were thrilled. So they'll be thrilled to get some more treats today. Hey, Dad.
Hello. Welcome to the woods.
Welcome to the woods. Yeah, it's super cool.
Oh, welcome to the jungle, as they say.
Yeah. Man, this is all getting cleared up, cleaned up. So the goal is to have a walking trail as well as a fence line going through here so that we can get to the other pond back here.
There's a walking trail.
Okay, now it's a walking trail. Nice.
We're gonna wood chip all the big branches. Hopefully put a nice little bark wood chip walkway. It'll be pretty.
Yeah.
In just about 75 years.
Yeah. So the very basic plan is that the goats get to strip all the leaves off of all the branches and things that get cleared out of here, and all of the leftover wood will eventually be chipped for those walkways, and try and help keep the forest at bay so that we can actually use it. And yeah, it's going to be a massive pen for them. They're going to have so much to browse on and keep them occupied. It's going to be so awesome. I'm really excited for them. So now if we pop up here to the doe pasture, you can see what they have done to all the branches that I tossed to them yesterday from Dad's clearing work. It's crazy how fast they motored through it. Hi ladies, Mayhem. Look at these, they're just picked clean. These were all covered in leaves yesterday. Oh, Nestle, you pulling some bark off that? Look at that, they've just stripped the bark off that branch. Hello, beautiful. Hello, Nestle. Nestle has been getting over a little bite on her leg. I believe she got bit by a spider. There was a single wound, and her leg got all swollen, and she limped for a little bit, but we've gotten it all taken care of. The swelling is gone. She seems to be doing just fine. Now the girls are not the only ones who got to enjoy the fruits of my dad's labors yesterday. I also dragged over several branches for the boy goats, and they were very excited to get those. But they seem to be a little less focused on eating them than the does were. So let's see how much of their stuff they ate. Hey, Pippin. So yeah, they have pretty thoroughly demolished. There's still some leaves, but like all this stuff here, all this tangly stuff, that was all covered in leaves. So they did a pretty good job of cleaning it up. One update that I do have is that our two little bucklings, Mr. Frankie and Pippin, are going to a new home. They are going to a new family. They're very excited to get them. So they have about one more week with us before they're ready to pick them up. But they are officially going to a new home, and we're going to pare down our boy numbers a little bit just in time for breeding season. So it's a little bittersweet because they've been mostly pretty shy, not very friendly, right up until I finally get somebody who commits to taking them, and then they start being a little more friendly, which is sad for me, but I am thrilled that they are finally getting friendly right in time for a new family to get them. So they're gonna finally get to be buddies with people, and it'll be their new people. So that's really exciting. So we'll just have the two breeding bucks. Everybody else in this pen is a wether. So we'll have Java and Rocket are our two breeders, and then we'll have the three wethers. Yes, three wethers. So no more extra bucks. But kind of a relief. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Yeah, this is some rut season stuff. Now Rocket here seems to be above it all. He has not been joining in the play fights and the ridiculousness. But he is a dignified gentleman. Yep, dignified. Pure dignity. Alright everybody, I am back from picking up our little chickies. We got 50 new Cornish Cross meat chicks. This was our original plan, was to get them now. So the meat chicks that we have were kind of a impulse buy, or the previous meat chicks that we have, these guys were planned. Hello, cheepy cheeps. And figuring out the heat plate, taking a nap, and figuring out the feed. So it's very exciting to be getting these new guys because this is something that we planned for. They're gonna go in the freezer. They're going to, I mean, ultimately they're gonna be feeding our family for a significant amount of time. I mean, we do have 13 birds that are nearing processing date. but it's on a smaller scale. It's kind of a scale that we're used to. Like, I think the most birds that we did before in our backyard in California was about 14 birds. And now we actually have 50. It's a scale that I, years ago, didn't really think would happen. And now it's happening. So it's kind of not a coming of age moment, it's just a real realization of a dream moment. It's super cool. House update is that the house is now together. Very fun, very exciting. Like, making real significant progress now. It's just, man, things start happening fast all over again. Hi, Nathan.
Hi.
Well, it's certainly been a very eventful day, guys. I mean, between getting all of our meat birds and getting the house put together, and David is mowing, and there's stuff that's going on behind the scenes, guys, that we're gonna be sharing with you soon, and it's super exciting, and just more expansion and more development, and I'm so in love with our new life. Like, I'm walking around in our back pasture now as David mows it, and it smells amazing. That fresh cut, still drying, not even baled yet hay. I mean, it's just fantastic. This particular pasture isn't fantastic quality, but we are working on a plan for management. But in the meantime, we cut it, we bale it, we can sell it. Again, like I said, it's not the best quality hay, but around here, people will buy that slightly lower quality hay for their cows for overwintering. So we do have a market, we have something that we can do with it. A little bit of money going back into our pockets to go back toward the homestead. It's all just full circle, it's working out. We're just feeling so incredibly blessed to be in this new life and that we can share it with you guys. Thanks for the ride, sweetie.
I was thrilled to see you up here. Thanks for coming out here. It's lonely business mowing a field when I don't have Audrey with me. She was my sidekick for the first whole day, and then it was like, here I am alone with my podcasts, which isn't all that bad.
Tell everybody how many hours Audrey was out with you that first day.
Yeah, so the very first day, it was literally from 1 until 9 o'clock at night. We finished in the dark. It was great with the headlights, catching the last bit of the field through the rain, through everything. The only time she left the tractor was to run up at chore time to feed bunnies and I guess help Amanda with the milking, but then she comes running back across the field. I'm like, Audrey! And actually I had a bolt fall off my mower at that point, so most of the time she wasn't with me, I was spending fixing the tractor. So she literally almost did the entire 14-acre pasture with me on day one, so that was pretty cool. And today I got Amanda to ride with me, so yay. And all you got to come along. And obviously, I mean, look at this view. It's really not torture being out here.
Yeah.
Yesterday I caught a deer who snuck out to see what the noisy machine was as I was filming. And that was kind of cool. I was maybe 20 rows in, and this deer's just standing on the edge looking at me like, what are you doing? So that was kind of pretty fun. Seeing wildlife out here. I'll tell you what else I caught. Caught a tree with the edge of my mower.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's just say I'm gonna have some rough dent repair to repair.
Does your mower have a boo-boo?
It has a boo-boo. Yes, indeed it does. Look at that.
Oh dear.
I caught it right. It was rough. It was the very first pass of the day yesterday, right on the edge, and I learned that trees fall between seasons of mowing. So, note to self: when you're mowing, prior to making your first pass, walk around the perimeter where there's trees and make sure one didn't fall right where you thought it was clear. Lesson learned. Fortunately, I have tools that can get that out. My arms could not. It is some serious bent up metal.
Well, yeah, it's metal.
Yeah. Anyway, lesson learned. And I got a little bit of mowing to do before dark. So I'm gonna get on that. Thanks for coming along today.
Well, that seems as good a place as any, I think, to leave this vlog off.
I mean, it doesn't get much prettier than this, so you might as well leave it here.
Right.
Your day could be finished right now. Just pack it up, go to bed, it's over.
Well, I think that I might hitch a ride with you for a little more.
No, right on. Company.
So, anyway, as always, you guys, this is your country nerd with a goat herd.
And a tractor herd. Well, what's a single tractor? It's not a herd, it's like a
It's a
tractor.
tractor.
And a tractor.
Oh.
Herd. Tractor.
Tractor.
Saying,
Anyway, you can grow where you're planted.